to The Lock Shop with Nielson and Hustler.
What is up, Lock Shoppers? Welcome to the Lock Shop Live right here in Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, presented by Play Alberta. Thank you to everyone for listening across the Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, tune in, iHeartRadio. For those watching on YouTube, I want one of those too. Yeah. Or those listening on podcast, regular podcast, Hernan's leaving and giving us a little bit of the dabbing us up as
he's part of the dream, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Matt Iwanyk, host number 2, alongside Lieutenant Eric, who I think right now is bumped up to host number 3, I would say right now. With you here on the Lock Shop. Huss back tomorrow. Dusty back tomorrow as well. So it's the two of us today here on the Lock Shop. What do we have to get to today? We'll do another Super Bowl play of the day. We've got 5 of them up there over at Play Alberta. We'll continue building those ones.
Do we touch the Gatorade?
I have time for it. I have time.
You always got to get to that one.
I think we got to throw that one up there at some point. I do want to, because this has been my last Lock Shop. Oh, like Friday, we're doing a 2-hour Super Bowl special.
Right.
The Hangout being preempted for an hour. The Lock Shop getting its justice because hashtag justice for the Lock Shop. That's where the focus should be.
Where all of the hosts come in. Whoever hosted. I think we all have.
Well, you'll have to come and make a bet. We're all going to have to do different things. It's our Super Bowl. If you are in the Lock Shop, for the Lock Shop Super Bowl is the Super Bowl.
Yes,
right?
It's like Super Bowl inception.
Everything everyone always has is this is whatever Super Bowl. Yeah. The Super Bowl is the Lock Shop Super Bowl. Yeah. Like just outright. We need to go all in on the Lock Shop. But I'm just going to say when it comes to Estes, like I think that for anyone that's associated with the Lock Shop, anyone pushing for anything that's not hashtag justice for the Lock Shop is very interesting, very curious. I'm just saying. I also want, so I'm not here on the show tomorrow. I'm not here on Thursday. The Olympics starts on Friday. We're not doing it on Friday because, again, it's the Super Bowl of the Lock Shop.
Right.
I do want to do a little Olympics thing.
Okay.
There's going to be a little bit of Olympics betting. I was looking at some things yesterday. I want to get your help on a curling thing. I have a few other things to get to. As if you go right now to Play Alberta, there are some Olympic bets that you can get to as well. So we'll do that. We obviously got the Oilers and the Leafs later tonight. The Leaves. Oh, I see what you did there.
Grammatically, yeah.
Couple quick pieces of notes and news to get to for those that missed the end of the hangout there. News, Anthony Cirelli has been replaced by Sam Bennett for the Team Canada at the Olympics. Bennett was hurt yesterday in a game, but clearly not too serious as they've named him as a replacement. And from Farhan Lalji, the Edmonton Elks making a couple of pieces of news when it comes to CFL free agency. Receiver Brandon O'Leary Orange has also signed a 1-year deal with the Edmonton. I'm reading the second line, not the first line from Farhan. So that's why I had L also in there. But Kobe Williams extends with the Elks on a 1-year deal. So with Kobe Williams returning on a 1-year deal, the entire secondary will return for the Edmonton Elks, who really had a strong second half of the season last year. You got J.J. Ross, you got Terrell Ford, you got Kobe Williams, you got Cordell Jackson, you got Shaylin Garnes, and then Royce Metier is on the roster, who will be banged up. Your linebacking core near the end of the season's all back with the Blanco, Logan Jr., Nick Anderson, as well as Mogensen. And from the defensive line, Jonathan Kongbo is gone, Jake Ceresna is gone. But everyone else is back, from Barlow, Smith, Brinkman, Taylor, Curtis, and then you add Malik Carney. But really, if you look at maybe towards the second half of the season, what you'd put as 15, 16 guys of that defense, you only lost 4, really. Maybe 3. You lost 3. Niles Morgan, Jake Ceresna, Jonathan Kongbo. That's it. So great continuity. That's something Ed wanted to do when he came here, was to build, and Chris Morris have a roster that is not having massive changes. And you're looking at defense, there's a lot of returners for next year.
That C word was brought up yesterday in the hangout, and I think that's very important where this franchise is at, the continuity and locking up Kobe and then having that secondary in place. You mentioned a few of those names gone. I mean, that every year, every team goes through some sort of change, obviously.
In sports, just completely.
It's just in general. But I think, again, the Malik Carney edition, I was talking to you off air, I'm so high on that. But yeah, Kobe Williams dressed in all 18 games last year with the Elks, 54 defensive tackles. The continuity is good there in that position and that specific skill set. The Brendan O'Leary Orange signing, too. Setting career highs last year at the Ticats. 4 touchdowns. He's got the right passport. That's adding some good depth as well to that position. So 2 good signings. As again, the window opened with a flurry on Sunday, but now you're seeing some of these and 2 stout deals here today by the Elks.
would you feel about your riders?
Well, price of success too. And I've always said in the CFL, sometimes depending on where your organization's at, yes, free agent scrap heaping, can lead to good things. I also do think, letting CJ Revis and AJ Allen explore things. I think they have some other linebackers in the pipeline as well that will now get their chance to shine. So bringing AJ Ouellette back, they did a lot of work prior to the window opening, and obviously bringing back whom they thought deserved to come back and who didn't want to test it. So the only question is now with Jake Mayer gone, I do wonder what they do with quarterback, both in the present and moving forward. Of course, Trevor Harris doesn't have a lot of years in front of him, you would think, and he. There's always going to be
miss a couple games.
There's always going to be a couple games with him, maybe even more so. So, who is that number 2 spot? I don't know if it's
because Crum went. Where did Dustin Crum go?
Was it Montreal?
Was it Montreal? I think yes, Montreal. So Dustin Crum goes to Montreal. Trey's in Hamilton. Jake's now in Ottawa. There aren't a lot of other great names. I don't think there's anybody out there
unless they have somebody again in the pipe. Or
and Curtis Rourke is still in the NFL. Like,
very
there's no
high
plans
former
for
Notre
him.
Dame QB Jake Cohn. I know that Harris has been tutelaging him, but we'll see. Whatever. We'll see. They brought back who they wanted to from a championship team, and they move on. I don't think they needed to really reach too far out into that free agent market, but
when the receiver, like you didn't lose Keyshawn Johnson. Didn't lose Samuel Emilus. Those are 2 big ones. You want those 2 guys.
I would have loved Tommy Neild back.
Would you?
Well, because to me, he represented a bit of an aura. Like, he seemed like one of those players that was, and I do like Robustelli as well. I think the Elks picking up Robustelli. He's not a 1 or a 1A or maybe even a 1B. But again, good depth in that position.
I was on Sports Cage yesterday. I think it was Sports Cage. No, Green Zone. Sorry, Green Zone. Yeah. Apologies. Jamie wasn't on, but Lachlan Cross said hi, Glenn. By the way. Yes. Apparently, they have a nickname for Joe Robustelli that transcended, that the whole city got behind, I guess, in the end. Found Money was his nickname.
Yeah.
That he'd just be a guy that is just one of those guys, just found money.
Yeah. And he, too, has a bit of a
throwing that out
aura.
there. I told Locke I would use that today.
Found Money.
Found Money. So Joe Robustelli, if you're looking for a nickname for him, apparently Found Money is the way to go. He's just that guy.
Money.
You open it, you grab that jacket after, you going into winter, and you're like, $20. I forgot about this. Found Money. That's apparently what Joe Robustelli
might disappear for a game or 2, but then pops off for a big one.
So it's exciting. Actually, I haven't asked you about this yet, but I'm thinking maybe next Tuesday, Hernan, you, Tommy, and I for the hangout. It's the official free agency day.
Sign me up.
And we could just
pen to
kind
paper.
of go back through everything.
The deals that don't get made.
There's
always like one, hey?
Well, I can't remember who it was. Somebody in the Nasty Chat threw like, Bomber signed these 4 guys today. I don't know who any of them are. And those are some of my favorite press releases, though, because every team has a press release that will happen from free agency to the start of the season. And there's a couple of names on there that we will talk about come August or September as being, wow, look at this player. But we didn't know it back at the time. Those are so important to success of CFL franchises, and we never know it. So it's always fun to just read them like, ooh, is this the guy? Is this going to be the guy?
Getting CFL players who have played already during the free agency period is one thing, but yes, you're scouting your pipeline and who you're bringing that we don't know yet can be equally or even more so important.
Lots of stuff in the Nasty Chat. So we've got a few things to get to, some Super Bowl things. Baptized Big Uke, Super Bowl boost of the day, last play of the game to be a QB rush. With the kneel, that would be it. Can we get that McDavid bet over under 4.5 points before the Olympics?
Yeah, I heard you talking about that one because he needs, 5?
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Play Alberta could do that. Duck Dad, CONCACAF Champions Cup starts tonight. What do the hosts think of Forge hosting Tigres in Hamilton? Minus 15 Celsius tonight, I'm assuming that is. Plus 120 on Forge/draw, so whether they're going to win or draw. I'll take that. Coming into that cold? Well, is the game going to play, or is there going to be a way that this gets postponed?
Well, they were talking about it on TV. I saw it's going to be so cold that you won't even be. And my mind immediately goes back to the qualifying that we got to see here from the Ice Teca. But that's Hamilton. It's a different cold, right? Different type of snow, different everything. But yeah, it's going to be tough for a Tigres squad to come up there and get a result.
Isn't Messi coming up here? Or what's the draws?
To play Hamilton?
Who does Miami got? Oh, never mind. They're in the next. Oh, they'll get either Atletico Ottawa or Nashville. Oh, how great would it be if let it go. Ottawa has to go up against them. I never fully get into the... I mean, maybe this is the year I need to get in the CONCACAF Champions League. Stefan Eustachio going to LAFC.
Yeah.
Porto just really messed with him.
I like you talking about I'm going to watch Champions League, but you clearly refer to the CONCACAF.
No,
you don't
CONCACAF
need to say it, but it should be.
Next year, maybe I'll be into regular Champions League again.
Please get
fourth
there.
Right now.
Please get there.
United, we're sitting fourth. Like
Not you, but get to the CONCACAF.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Carrick, he's...
Oh, yeah. He's
doing
all right, that's enough soccer.
He's doing some things. Could he? The conversations are starting to be had. Could this guy be the full-time manager? It's happening.
Give it to him. Michael at the wheel. I
there
think
was. I saw a couple of things about Ronaldo maybe wanting to go back for United. Because you've seen what's going on there.
Yeah,
it's a complete mess.
Pitchers and catchers report. I know somebody in the nest just asking. 6 days, 10 hours, 47 minutes, and 26 seconds. Pitchers and catchers.
Tom Dixon's mustache. Will you two do a weekly CFL fantasy show this season? I don't think there'll be a weekly one.
Monthly?
I think we could do that. I will say, just stay tuned for a special CFL fantasy thing coming to the Hangout this June.
Could you whisper it?
We voted on at the AGM.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay tuned. That's all. That's
I will.
all I can have to say. Stay tuned for that one. Okay, I want to get to the Olympics, but first let's build a Super Bowl play of the day. If you go to playalberta.ca, click on EST specials. Here's the 5 plays we've already got up. We've got first quarter total 9+ points. That's -109. We've got any 2-point conversion attempts, just a contempt. That's +152. We got Drake May and Sam Darnold passing our totals combined over 447.5 yards. That's +200. We got what headgear Bad Bunny will wear. No hat. That's +400.
No cap.
And then we've got combined jersey numbers of all touchdown scores, including overtime. That's under 123.5. That's boosted to +100. We also got a JSN, Walker, and Diggs combining for 4+ touchdowns. That's a +688. So we've got a bunch of Super Bowl plays up there. We're going to continue doing that today, tomorrow, Thursday, all leading up to the big 2-hour lock shop special on Friday.
Dustin did say at Sully Sports Bar and Lounge, you'll be keeping track of all of these in real time.
Oh, that'd be great.
As they happen.
He's just going to bring like a massive... He's going to bring like a sheet like he does when he's calling a football game, but he's going to have them all there. Yeah. Well, we're going to have to try, like all the bets that go up there, we're going to have to try to find a way to keep track of them all.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Dustin keep track of it.
The combined jersey numbers, we did that one yesterday. It's the tight ends that we have to watch. We can't have a tight end score a touchdown. Yeah. If a tight end goes and scores a touchdown, we are in a tough spot, or we need the game to come in on the a low-scoring football game. Yeah. But if a tight end scores early, there'll be a sweat for Super Bowl play of the day 5, big time. If you go to big game specials, there's a lot there as well. There's also, they added, I saw last night, cross sport specials. So you can go into there and you have things like Anthony Edwards, 30+ points, Ramondre Stevens, 1+ touchdown. So a lot of this is basically the NBA. I wonder if, there won't be hockey. Usually there is a hockey, but it's the Olympic break, so there won't be any of those. But you've got various things. Jaylen Brown, 20+ points, Cooper Kupp, 1+ touchdown. That's +270. So they added those over at Play Alberta. There's all sorts of other things you can get into as well. There's combination specials. There's record specials, novelty specials, player specials, game specials. Do you want to look at the Gatorade and stuff?
Those combined, there's a lot of combined specials right now.
There?
Look at holy crap. No, if you don't want to, we don't need to do
I love
Gatorade,
it.
But we're going to have to at some point. And I wouldn't mind being on here while we do it.
We can't do all of these bets on the Super Bowl and not do Gatorade.
It's going to happen at some point. I just don't know. But if you,
Big Nuke has an idea.
Okay.
This is where you need to use your game sense because of the number. Gatorade will be purple. Love to 9-1 number. If the Seahawks win, could it be purple? So blue is +200. It's the favorite. Followed by orange at +280. Yellow, lime, or green is +260. Purple's +800. Red, pink's +1100. Water or clear is +1100. Do we have a record of this?
I'm just going by personal preference and flavor. I mean, blue is, that +200 I get. Don't mind the yellow or lime green. I'm staying away from water clear.
Absolutely.
But
okay,
maybe would you throw a sprinkle on there?
Would you like the history of this?
Red or pink is kind of tantalizing. Yeah.
I'm going to go since 2010. 2010, the Saints won. It was orange. 2011, Packers won. It was orange. 2012, Giants won. It was purple. 2013, the Ravens won. There was none. So I don't know what the Ravens were doing there. I know they won on the last place. Maybe they just didn't get John Harbaugh. 2014, Seahawks had orange. 2015, Patriots had blue. 2016, Broncos had orange. 2017, Patriots had none. 2018, Eagles had yellow. 2019, Patriots had blue. 2020, Chiefs had orange. 21, Bucks in blue. 22, Rams in blue. 23, Chiefs in purple. 24, Chiefs in purple. 25, Eagles in yellow. Why would the Chiefs have purple? If you go prior, the Patriots, when they started winning, in 02, none. In 04, none. In 05, they had clear. There was a lot of those early on, but we haven't had the clears in a long time. But the Patriots, they've been blue, none, or blue. The Seahawks have been orange. I think we could take yellow, lime, or green out of this.
I mean, if we're going off based or prior performances, yeah. I'm just kind of like, I'm like, does a sideline have multiple flavors on tap?
That's a great question.
And if so, are they labeled? Because you're looking at now inside.
Oh, yes.
You know, you go, if you're the offensive lineman, you're going, oh, no, go to the purple one. It's got purple written on it, and you pick up that one. Like
Okay, here's some stats. Since 2015, blue Gatorade has been the top at 40% of the time. Over the last 24, orange has been the top, though, at 20.8. I am intrigued. And now, Aiden O'Neill, it was the most full because most don't drink purple. That's why it was purple in those 2 times against the Chiefs. So do they have multiple options? And then, yeah, what's your favorite color? I don't think purple is a favorite color for a lot of people.
I do like the classic lime, and I think when you think of Gatorade, that is like their that is the original flagship.
But that has only happened 3 times since 01. Red has never happened.
But look at this. I pull up history, and what's the first picture there? It's a yellow.
Seattle yellow.
That's Philly. That's Philly. I'm looking at a Philly.
Yeah. So last year was the yellow. The purple one, I could see. Because if the Seahawks win, like, would they consider? Do they have any purple?
Like, maybe
in them?
we can get into like what flavor these teams do prefer over the course of an NFL season.
It's not really purple, the Seahawks.
Like by team color, you don't really go by. Like, do they enjoy drinking purple Gatorade in New England? Is that like a flavor preference of the team? Like, maybe you need to go into that market as well, because maybe the guys don't like the lime. Like, they say, no, don't like that flavor. We don't want it on our sideline. So then you're not even getting the possibility of it being dumped. Or do they go multicolor? Is there a buffet of flavors they can choose from? And again, you're randomly picking up one. I don't know why, but I'm feeling in my loins a yellow, lime, or green. And I know that's maybe not the...
I struggle with that one just because it hasn't happened or it happened last year and it doesn't happen often.
I get it.
Are we really going to go back-to-back yellow or lime? What do you think of orange? I feel blue is too easy.
Well, since 01, orange has been dumped on coaches the most, 5 times. Since 2015, blue has been the most frequent, appearing 4.
40% of the time.
Since 2001, red has never won.
So, like, we're staying away from red. I feel like
since 2001, yellow's only appeared 3 times, but I'm kind of feeling that's the one. I'm staying away from red.
I think I'm on orange.
What about the nothing? You mentioned that popped up a few times. What was the deal with that?
It's happened a couple times.
But that wasn't clear or water, was it? Like,
no,
they
just
say nothing,
none.
It's just none.
So let me see if there's, because that was from MGM, who had past winners history. I have another website. This is called The Lines. What do they have for history? They're just saying none. So I feel like none is it didn't happen. Because there are other times that say it was clear. Like 08, the Giants were clear. Colts in 07 were clear. So I feel like when there was none, there just wasn't a Gatorade shower. Like when I think about the Ravens victory it came down to the very end, and maybe John Harbaugh went on the field very quickly to go hug his brother, so the Ravens players didn't have a time to go grab that and dump it on him. So if you think this is going to be a very close football game, that's where the none would come into play.
05, 06, 07, and 08 were all clear.
I know but then since then they've stopped. Like, so beforehand it was the clear,
yeah.
But now they've clearly gone to colors,
and they haven't. We haven't seen
it for a long time.
What run on clear there? Would that be cherry? Isn't the
or is that just water?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know when they're just dumping water.
The same, yeah. No, I don't know why. And maybe I'm going against the numbers and against the trend, and maybe but I'm thinking yellow, lime, or green.
You know something? I'll give it to you. Spency 5 Sensi 2 says Seahawks seem like a lime green team to me, and they might go get that win.
Again, I don't really see it as like a team color association or anything, but
that could be the one that you're also not drinking. You want that blue, you want that orange, and that lime could sometimes maybe win in the action. So let's put that as the Super Bowl play, number 6.
All right,
it's plus 260. We'll get a little bit of boost on that one. There's your Super Bowl play of the day. Number 6,
sweating
from us here in the Lock Shop. Now it's gives you something for when that game ends. There's all that focus on what's going on. Is there any other updates on the novelties? Because those are the fun ones. Yesterday I brought this up with Dusty. There's which commercial will be aired first. So like there's different like Pepsi or Pringles. Who's going to air first? Ooh. Then there's Pepsi versus GoDaddy. There's like it's really weird how they built all those ones. $7 to $10 million this year for Super Bowl ads, even though they're getting released on YouTube. Like
only.
Yeah, only. How many years until EST can get one?
We need to get that lower division Irish soccer club kit sponsorship
I still want
first.
That. Actually, there was I saw in Scotland, there was you can buy it for like a game for not that much.
Just at one game?
I think you can get something.
Get it out there. A trial balloon, if you will. See?
Just to see one time what happens. Maybe people get on Edmonton Sports Talk. Just that, and for that, but leading up to that game and after the game, we just also have to go all in on Scottish football.
Yeah, give them a taste, and then...
Which, by the way, was part of the grandest parlay yesterday. They put Hearts in there.
Really?
From Scottish football.
Well, they're leading the league right now, if I do believe.
Yeah, what they had for the Scottish, they threw that in there. Like, Dusty didn't even know what this was. Like, oh, yeah, that's Scottish football.
Yeah.
Your ship out in Scotland.
6 points up on Celtic for top spot.
I might be going to Scotland next year. Well, going to Scotland.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
congratulations.
Part of my plan is to try to go to a game in Scotland.
Go to the Old Firm?
Go to wherever
Celtic Rangers?
Go to wherever I can.
Cool.
I don't know if I'll be by there.
Oh, okay.
But go wherever I can. I kind of want to go to like a low division thing that's like 200 people or something.
Partick Thistle.
Rod Z, he's saying orange, by the way, but he has Pepsi will be up first with their new polar bear commercial. Bet already made. I do like. Have you seen that commercial Pepsi has?
Well, I thought Coca-Cola had the polar bear.
So they're
market.
So they're
is this a total front?
So you haven't seen it? No. So what they did is they have this polar bear who's realizing he actually doesn't like Coke. He likes Pepsi. Like he does a blind test and he tries Pepsi and he's like, oh my God, this is the better one. And so they've done like this, and he's in therapy after all of that.
Oh my goodness.
The pop wars.
I'm seeing this now.
We haven't had the pop soda wars in a long time. Looks like they may be returning. It's really well done.
Yeah, he's even on the short couch in the psychiatrist's office.
And then there's like the whole Coldplay thing afterwards. Like there's him on there and stuff at the end of this.
Well, job.
Pepsi coming out with a little bit of a shot out at Coke.
I'm for that. What's Coke's response going to be?
Well, that's exactly it. And do they wait till next year's Super Bowl for the response? Do they do it now? Do you rush this? You Pepsi or Coke guy?
Diet Coke.
So you're still Coke though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not firm in that camp. I will drink a Pepsi if I have to.
Big Uke says Coke maybe had it. He said, did you see Coke's response to the Pepsi commercial? I've not. What is the response? I'll have to look that one up after. Friday. The Olympics start. Actually, technically, the Olympics start tomorrow. We got mixed doubles in curling. Yeah. But the opening ceremonies goes Friday, and it's all in on the Olympics. Play Alberta. If you click under Olympics, there's all sorts of bets that you can make on specific disciplines, on medals, on all sorts of different things. You also then have, if you go into like specific things, like if you click on hockey and you go international, there's Olympics that you could bet on in there. If you go to curling, you could do that specifically in there. And I want to start, there's a couple of curling bets Olympic bets I do want to look at today and throw up at Play Alberta. I want to build a curling parlay, and I'm going to need your help with this one.
Oh, boy.
There's a couple ways, and I want Nasty's all your help as well, so you're going to need to jump into the Nasty chat. We've got the married couple, Brett Gallant and Jocelyn Peterman. They are our mixed doubles representatives. We got Rachel Homans-Rink repping us in the women's side, and we've got Brad Jacobs-Rink repping us on the men's side. From a woman's perspective, she is the favorite, Rachel Homans-Rink. They are a dominant rink. They barely lose. They're a minus 175 to outright win this tournament. When you look at the men's side of things, Great Britain, the favorites at plus 100. Canada, plus 175. For Canada to finish top three is minus 333. For Rachel Homans-Rink to finish top three, by the way, it's minus 833. So they think they're podium no matter what. And then mixed doubles, Italy are the favorites at minus 111. Great Britain's plus 450. US is plus 550. Canada's plus 650. So based on the odds, Canada is not there to fully medal. Canada to get a top three mixed double is plus 125. So here's the couple things I'm going with. Rachel Homans-Rink winning Olympic gold.
Yes, with a bullet.
I'm debating whether we just go with, and then Brad Jacobs-Rink winning gold. It's been I don't know if it's ever happened or when the last time it happened, Olympics curling, that Canada won both men's and women's. If it's happened, it's been a long time. Is this the women's side here? The women's side here, Canada last won in 14 and they won in 98. We won in 14, so it happened in 14. We did not do it in 98. So it's only happened once. Canada's won both. So there's that part of where I want to go with this, where we could just take men's, women's, Canada wins both. Or Holman wins, Brad Jacobs top three, mixed double top three. They all podium, but we say Holman wins. Gets that gold. That is plus 358.
I like that a bit more.
Yeah? Just the risk of both going to get the gold.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not... Holman's the one. You put that there, you stencil that in stone.
Because if she doesn't win, it's a huge surprise with how they've done
No,
this.
that's
She has gone there, has lost a couple times. This is all right. This is like Connor McDavid writes this thing yesterday. Rachel Holman could write that Players Tribune thing based on not winning the Olympics. Yeah. She has struggled at the Olympics. This is the last thing she needs.
Yes.
She's been thinking for 4 years about getting to this moment.
Has been on fire in
she
the
has
calendar
been the
year,
best curler in the world.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter gender over the last number of years. And then we say the other two podium.
I feel safer in getting the other two to podium and her taking it than the full Monty.
Plus 358 before a boost, or 359 before a boost.
That's okay, right?
I'll take that.
I'm not saying I'm not cheering, but to podium.
Like could the
more of a
could the married couple and the mixed doubles find a way to just go get bronze?
Sure.
That's the worry. That would be the only worry that we have.
Game sense.
Absolutely.
That's game sense.
I think that's a very fair Olympic parlay that we'll have to throw up there. Okay, I'm glad you helped me with that one.
Well,
are you excited about the Olympics? Do you get excited about the Olympics? Or are you a guy that doesn't?
Not overly.
No? Okay.
But I will. I'll drink it in.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll drink it in.
I have one more bet to go with. But there it's, I know you're curling. I know you love curling.
Yes, that is one of the disciplines I'm looking forward to the most. But where are you going? Like skeleton here?
No, I have no info on all that. The only other thing I think I could go into, and I'm trying to see if I could quickly find it here, is Mikael Kingsbury going down. I don't know if I could find the discipline right off the bat, because he is just a beast. Okay, but here's the thing. The other one I want to go with, because it's just national pride. Number of gold medals is set at 8.5 for Canada. Over 8.5 is plus 100. Under is minus 143. If you go Canada at the last Winter Olympics in Beijing, I think we had 4. It wasn't good enough. Like, for where we are, that's kind of quiet for us. We had 4 gold medals in 2022. In 2018, we had 11. In 2014, we had 10. In 2010, we had an amazing time at 14 out in Vancouver. 06, we had 7. And in 02, we had 7. So can we bounce back from the 4 golds that we won in Beijing, and can we get more? That's the big question. So, like, right off the bat, I'm not like, we don't know all of these. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we know all the disciplines. But you're hoping Homan has one. And you're hoping men's hockey has one.
Yes.
Can Canada find 7 more gold medals?
So you could put maybe men's curling, maybe the mixed doubles.
Sure.
I mean, I know we took them to podium, but you could say, okay, there. So now you're, sitting at 5?
If you could get 2 in curling, you get 1 in hockey.
Women's hockey.
It's going to be tough to beat the Americans. They just rolled through Canada here. And so here's
the magic of the Olympics. I think 14, 10, 11, and then 4 in Beijing. You're looking for a response.
Yes.
And that would be that's where I'm looking at it. Again, without knowing too in depth on the disciplines, you got to be more so in that 14, 10, 11 range than there were 4 in Beijing.
And to get plus money on over 8.5. Like, I'm like, wow.
And then
that's
before
low.
that, in Turin and Salt Lake, it was 7-7.
Yeah, which is close to there.
To 8.
But 10 launched on the podium for us, where we built the programs to get around the Olympics. And we saw it initially with the winter side. Summer side, we've seen a massive growth when it comes to medaling out there. But it's also like, I want to bet on Canada. You know, like one of those, I want to hear our national anthem as much as possible.
Sure.
So betting on over 8.5 gold medals means we want to see 9, 10, 11 gold medals and hear our national anthem that many times.
Taking the under sucks at most times, but in this, you want to take the over and cheer for the over.
And so then I always love going into the Olympics and I go, okay, who are our medal hopefuls? I Google medal hopefuls. And CBC has a predictions for the Olympics. Where do you think they have gold medals for Canada, if you had to guess?
Okay, so women's curling.
Yeah, I don't expect you to know all those, but number-wise. But they do have women's curling.
Oh, just number-wise for gold overall?
Yeah.
9.
They're 10.
Okay.
Which gives us a little bit of a buffer zone from that 8.5. They say Canada, Homan's going to win gold is their prediction. They have Canadian hockey men's winning gold. They have us, Reese Howard winning freestyle skiing in ski cross. Megan Oldham winning big air freestyle skiing. Mikels Kingsbury winning freestyle skiing dual moguls. William Dengenot winning short track 1,500 meter. Stephen Dubois winning short track 500 meter. Courtney Sereau winning short track 1,000 meters. Canada's men's short track winning the 5,000 meter relay. And Elliot Grondin winning snowboard cross. They also have Canada listed for 9 silvers. There's curling men's who maybe they snag a gold. So then you could have a nice little change there. They've got a couple of freestyle skiings. They've got women's ice hockey, to your point. Maybe they snag and take it from the Americans. Again, a possibility to rotate there a little bit. They have a women's long track. They also have a bunch of short track there. We're usually good on the short track, I would say. So there's the potential to okay, let's say we lose 3 of the projected golds, but there's a couple of the silver that maybe get bumped up to golds. And then they also predict 8 bronzes. Mixed doubles curling.
Okay.
Along with figure skating, freestyle skiing, long track, short track. So this comes down to long track, short track. Can Canada go out and snag 6 short track gold medals? CBC's projecting, 5. Sorry, 5. CBC's projecting 4. Can we go snag, let's say, 6? And then we'd feel comfortable about this.
And there's probably something we haven't mentioned that who knows?
There's always that.
Right? There's more than not, there will be at least one wild card in there. Old Gill is questioning mountaineering gold. I don't know how Canada is, and that's a new sport.
Well, let's see if Play Alberta has mountaineering on here. They do not, that I can see. Let's take a look at the favorites of mountaineering. Who would be the favorites? Do you even know what they do on this mountaineering?
Well, they climb it, and then they go down it, I do believe.
Do they have to carry their stuff up there?
Description, but I think they don't have a Sherpa or anything. I think it's just them.
Mountaineering Olympics. What do we got here? Skiing, mountaineering at the Olympics. So there's 3 events, apparently. Canada doesn't have a single athlete in it.
Well, then I wouldn't like our chances.
It doesn't, based on
Flex them in.
If I'm reading Wikipedia properly, it says quota allocation. Men's quota, yeah, we don't have one. We don't have one for women's quota. So we don't have anyone at mountaineering.
It's kind of weird.
Canada fell out. Yeah, we're not.
We do have.
So on the women's standings, Emma Cook-Clark finished 6th. She just missed out.
Oh, okay.
And I don't see anyone. Oh, yeah, I've got Emma, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's the greatest part about the Olympics is just how we just all of a sudden become so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So yeah, not expecting anything on mountaineering. Aidan O'Neill, you hike up the hill with your skis and then you ski down.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to watch it for sure. I mean, anytime there's something new. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'll still never forget where I was for that breakdancing kerfuffle last year or whatever it was. Last Summer Olympics.
With the girl?
The Australian, yeah.
What is her
I was
name?
watching it in our old studio there. It was one of those moments where you know you're kind of watching history unfold before your eyes.
What's her name again? I forgot.
Ray Gun, yeah. She wore the hat and everything.
Who's the Canadian? Phil Wizard. He won us gold.
Phil Wizard?
Phil Wizard was the men's winner. He was great. Hey, we want a gold medal.
I have a poster of him up in my room. Yeah. Anyways, no, I'm going over with the gold. I hear you.
I say we get that boosted.
Why not?
Let's throw that up there.
We're in the range. Let's make it happen.
Absolutely.
We're fun to cheer for.
We're the Canadian. Like, you want to cheer for Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And how great would that be if we could lock that down pretty quick? Reese Howden, by the way, who's a Canadian, who CBC projects for winning ski cross, he's plus 150 on Play Alberta. So if you want to just bet him outright, I do see that one. That plays big. That is a good question. I would have to ask if they could add countries by some of these. It would just make things a little bit more helpful also, because I think for some people, we'd just rather bet on Canada. Like, well, again, use your game sense, but we don't want to be cheering on other nations. We just want to be looking at, okay, where are the Canadians and how can we bet on the Canadians in this one? And having to do that search could sometimes be a little more difficult.
Yeah, and the last names don't always tell the tale of where you might be from anymore in this day and age. So,
well, there's that. They could be just Americans with how close they are. Yeah. Not seeing anything for Kingsbury or anything. Okay, but there we go. So we're going to put up 2 lock shop plays.
I like it
for the Olympics. We're going to build it. See if we could build a parlay where Homan's Rink wins gold. Men's top 3, mixed doubles top 3. And then Canada over 8.5 golds. We'll throw that over at Play Alberta along with our Super Bowl play of the day, number 6, which is we're going yellow, lime, green, is it?
Yeah.
Is that the specials that they have there for the Super Bowl play? Century's going to be fun.
Oh, I can't wait.
What are you going to eat?
Well, usually sometimes when we've shown up in the past, they'll just have like food prepared on the table.
We got
and
the
you just kind of, and it's so you can just kind of mix and match. I mean, having a very, very familiar, with the menu during the course of the NFL season, I do have a few things in mind. But again,
what would you suggest?
Well, but for a Super Bowl, going there for a Monday or Thursday night game, you're getting a meal, you're getting a supper, obviously, that type of thing. You're not in for the long haul. But for a Super Bowl day, when the drinks will be flowing, sometimes you just want to stick by the Appies. They have that torpedo shrimp, which I like. Good breading on that. Their spring rolls, their pork spring rolls are huge. And then again, appetizer form. It's not like you're getting a plate of 23, but nice, big, thick pork spring rolls with a nice dipping sauce accompaniment. I would suggest those as well. Other than that, I mean, they've always made a great steak sandwich. Love the steak sandwich there. Love the burger there. Got on the burger midway through this NFL season. So if you're looking for a meal, I'd suggest steak sandwich burger. I think Sunday is their surf and turf night. Now, again, it maybe Super Bowl's different.
They might have
maybe
different specials.
But yeah, the steak, the burger for an entree. But then I'm probably just sticking to maybe a good fish and chip. I had the fish and chip one night. Very good.
Fish and chips really good.
And a good value for your plate. You get a good plate.
Go with, I think there's a 2 and a 3 piece. Yep. You just need the 2.
Yep, absolutely.
It's massive. I remember when we were there for Green and Gold 2 years ago. Yeah, Liquid Beaver, who's the winner of the ESC Fun Spiel presented by Hammer Injury Law, he ordered one, and Jay and I looked at him like, oh my God, that is amazing. And then I had it one time, and it was delicious. Yeah. It was fantastic.
But I think the Appies for an event like this, probably the way to go, and you can't go wrong with most of them there. Those spring rolls, again, you talk about value. Never seen a thicker spring roll in my life.
I remember last year they did not have the horse betting anywhere. There was one TV, and by the time the game started, it was changed to the football.
Which kind of sad. I love seeing the.
I'm gonna see if
regulars.
I'm gonna have to try to plan to see if there's a way I could find just something for my phone, and have the horses on my phone too.
Well, we could probably.
So throughout the night, I could bet on some horses too.
Request a side
I really
screen.
want like something. I'm gonna have to talk to Renee and be like, I need something. I need some sort of source. I would like to bet on the horses.
Scratch that itch.
It's been a long time. The horses are fun. We could focus on our Super Bowl bets to the one side.
Well, Dustin will be all keeping them all.
Yeah, and look, you could jump on Play Alberta and live bet certain things if you wish, but there's just something about betting on the ponies. And with football, it's great because the play ends, and then the race might start, and they're like, hey, well, I have time, and I'm going to watch this race, and you get really into it.
And that's
awesome.
the beauty of what they've constructed at Sully Sports Bar and Lunch at Christie Forward. There's lots of stuff. I can't wait to get on the machines.
Oh, yeah.
I will be walking through the machines. I'll probably
There'll be people on the
sit
roulette
down
table.
at one or two. Oh, the tables will be flying. I mean, that'll be... Jay Milne will be...
Oh, easily. Yeah. Halftime, he'll be there. He's not watching Bad Bunny. He's hitting those roulette tables with some people.
Yes.
I also think I learned this last year. There's a lot of American horse tracks, naturally, that shut down on the Super Bowl Sunday.
Well,
so I have to go look, and this is where I'm going to have to do some research, because I learned this at Century last year. I'm like, well, now what am I going to bet? So I'm going to have to do my research and come with, Kate, these are the tracks that are going.
You need to get the Greyhound racing on your phone, maybe. That's where we...
Caliente Greyhounds?
The Caliente Greyhounds. They're always around the corner.
They're always coming
Always around the bend.
They're always about to be there. Rod Z into the inbox, 780-218-9999. This is an interesting two-teamer also to throw up. I'm going to add a third Olympic bet.
Okay.
He also said just straight up combine Canada women's curling gold and the men's hockey gold.
That's not bad.
Plus 238. We'll get a little bit of boost on that one.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But I think we have to add, like, those are our two, when it comes to the team events, the hockey is a big deal. Rachel Homan, his rink, as we talked about, is massive. Like, they're just so good. I think that's a wonderful play, and we're going to have to throw that one up there as well. Hey, it's host number 5 of the Lock Shop in the studio.
I'm busy working on stuff. Leave me alone.
Hey. Yeah.
I don't want to say what happened. Rozzy, yeah, I know there is that. I don't pay for it and stuff. So the ways to watch the horse tracks and all of that. So,
Well, maybe you look at getting on that now.
I'm going to, that's going to be part of my week this week. I'm going to head to the Oilers game tonight, and maybe there I will do my research on horse betting for Sunday. You excited the Leafs are in town? Big deal.
How can you not be? The eyes of a nation. No, the Oilers, they're gonna steamroll them. It's the final home game before the Olympic break. The Leafs are in town. They'll all be up for it. You're coming off that Saturday game, like, come on.
The benefit, the Oilers have struggled with the teams that are coming in on the back end of a back-to-back with Calgary the night before.
Right, but I don't think that's like because of that.
No. But there's just been like they should be taking advantage of that, but they're not.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is, so I'm the Toronto Maple Leafs players. There's a lot of players that are like, it's my Olympic break once this game's over. We're done for 2.5 weeks.
So they're already on the golf course.
The Oilers have to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Oilers are in Calgary tomorrow. They're not ready for Cabo. They're not ready for Mexico. They're not ready for Florida. They're not ready for the Olympics. They know they have one more game to go. Toronto's coming to town with the win yesterday. That puts them right now ahead of Florida, even though it's both out of the playoffs. That you have to wonder, is this a team that is just going to be to a degree starting to mentally check out, going, we're done.
The mentals it's almost not be, yeah.
Any of us going on vacation right away. How many people just like you get in that vacation mode a little early?
No.
Is that going to be there for the Toronto Maple Leafs, which the Edmonton Oilers aren't in the same spot? So that's an opportunity for the Edmonton Oilers to take advantage. Oilers money line, Connor McDavid 2+ points, Bouchard, Hyman a point each. That's boosted to +190. That's the early bird bet over at Play Alberta. Also, we have to 4 points. Connor's away from 100 for the NHL season. And the big question is, can he do that before the Olympic break? He's sitting at 95. No, so he's at 95 points. So he's 5 points away. I thought somebody said 4 points in the hangout. So it's 5 points. No, I said, I don't know where that came up. Now I'm losing my mind.
What? 5 points.
Yeah, I don't know what I said on the hangout now. I'm confusing myself. I'll have to see if we can maybe get that put up. I don't know if that'd be possible to get 5 points You want to 5+ points, Connor, for back-to-back days.
Right.
I can make that. Try to see if we can get that as a lock shot parlay. I don't think that's going to be possible because generally you don't get players' odds. Like they do player markets day of the games. They don't do it the day before, so it might be a little tough to get that one. But I will ask that one. But if everyone's thinking this is going to be dominating, here's the play I would say. It's the Oilers -1.5. It's plus 122. Like there's the play.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a high-flying affair, and that will, as the points you made, the mentals, even last night, I mean, the high danger chances, the Flames scorched them almost 3-1. And you make a great point with the whole psychological aspect of them already kind of, they played late there last night. It's 6:30 puck drop tonight.
Which is great.
That's the
More
benefit
games
of having
at 6:30.
Yeah, absolutely. But getting them at 6:30 coming off an 8 o'clock.
Oh, from an Oilers perspective.
You get a little bit of that time as well. So
yeah, no, I just from our perspective, especially you and a Dustin and Trev perspective, that's even nicer because what time's that game gonna end? About 9?
We'll have our Mexico meet and greet tomorrow night.
Oh yeah,
and it's 8 o'clock. So
are you doing it during the game?
BP's Westgate. Yeah.
Oh,
so
you can do it before the game.
Thursday's going to be interesting.
Yeah, you guys should have maybe done that. Try to do that.
We should have maybe put some more forethought into the
or
location,
tonight's game or something.
Everything.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I see what you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Thursday will be fun. I ain't doing the morning
Absolutely.
show. I ain't doing the lock shop.
No. We will be here
out there
physically.
Well, but what about these two shows? Will host number 5 be here?
Well, you're on call.
Well, can't do that to Huss. The guy's just coming back from Costa Rica.
Is he back tomorrow then?
He's back tomorrow.
Okay, good. Yeah.
He's supposed to be flying back today. We haven't heard from him, so I'm assuming he's
hell of a
back.
trip, hey? He's logged on some flyer miles.
Him and Jeff Hamilton.
Yeah, milk run to end all milk runs. I heard. Getting down there, I don't know what the getting back would be.
Have you ever had real travel issues? Because I haven't traveled that much, but I've never had real massive.
Not like
the
that.
Worst, my parents, the worst that they ever had, they were going to San Diego and they had to end up. The only way they can get to San Diego because of flight issues was to fly to Hawaii, spend the night, and then fly to San Diego.
I love that. I love going to Hawaii.
They had to go spend a night in Hawaii, and it was just so weird. You have to go to Hawaii. That was the only way they were going to get to San Diego to fit their travel plans. Was they had to fly to Hawaii? I'm like that.
Well, we'll pop you over to Singapore, and then you could have driven.
Also, tomorrow will be a fun one for. I wonder if Dusty and Huss will get at all into a little bit of golf because it's a WM Phoenix Open this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, it is. It is.
Because that's always this weekend.
Yep.
And that's a fun tournament that's going on. Do we have anything up there right now? WM Phoenix Open, right here on Play Alberta. Guess who the favorite is? You'll never guess. Scotty Scheffler. It's not even close. Plus 225 for Scotty Scheffler to go win the WM Phoenix Open. Next is Xander Schauffele at plus 1,720. It's just this huge gap there. Is Nick Taylor's there? Game sense, use it. But Nick Taylor's
plus 5,800.
Yeah. And Nick Taylor has done very well at the WM Phoenix Open. He is a winner of the WM Phoenix Open, if I'm not mistaken.
Corey Connors plus 5,400.
2024. We were at Century when he won it because it was a playoff.
That's right.
Nick Taylor won the WM Phoenix Open in 2024. What did he do last year? He was the runner-up in 23 to Scotty Scheffler. Last year, do we have the 2025? I don't have the 2025 in front of me. You want to know something? Nick Taylor, he has played well here. Even if you could, what is he in top 5?
Adam Hadwin was your low Canadian last year, tied for 9th at 14 under. Taylor was
Nick Taylor's
25th.
Nick Taylor's basically plus 1,200 to finish top 5. You want Nick Taylor? What was he last year?
Last year he was 9 under, tied for 25th.
So tied for 25th. The year before he won. The year before he was the runner-up. At the very least, Nick Taylor is a top 5 play for the WM Phoenix Open. I do like that one. I would look at that one, and I may have to look at that one. So we've built a lot this week. I usually get ripped when I'm on for not building bets on the Lock Shop.
Look at you now.
Today we've got 3 Olympic bets. We've got a Super Bowl bet. We've got a parlay for today. We're going to try for the McDavid parlay of 5+ points over the next 2 games.
Can't fault you for trying. You're trying.
We're trying.
Put it on the docket.
And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to also do Oilers straight up minus 1.5 if we can do that one. Today I can say, like, I think we built a lot today. I think you and I, as hosts 2 and 3, we did an admirable job of taking control of the Lock Shop today.
Yes.
And
Mainly you.
Through.
I was here.
You were there. Had a wonderful
I was
shot.
present. Put that in the SD folder. Best Lock Shop episode ever. Matty builds insane amount of parlays and bets. I think, and especially dipping the toe into the Olympic pool was, I love that over on the gold. It's something, again, to aspire to as a nation and to...
It's fun.
You hate taking unders, but in this case, too, like, this is an over where you really want to get behind.
And there's plus value on the over.
Yeah.
Which, if we go by the CBC projections, now there's going to be a homerism to that because they're Canadians, obviously.
Oh, boy.
But we're at 10. I wasn't going that far. I'll let you keep it on that one there. But that was at 10. So we can afford to lose one of those projections. And who knows about any of those silvers? If any of those happen to, if that's the year, if this is a year where all of a sudden maybe we just hit a few of those extra silvers, it allows us a little bit of room on that gold medal spot. So yeah, I like that 8.5, and I do think betting on finding value for Rachel Homan's team where we can, which is building the curling parlay and then doing it with the Canadian men's hockey, I think is the way to go because there isn't as much value when it comes just straight up betting on Rachel Homan, who local area. She may represent Ontario, but she now lives local area.
That's curling,
she's
baby.
ours.
Yeah,
she's ours.
Sure.
Brad Jacobs is also. It was Team Alberta that won that Brier. So Alberta representing both of those curlings.
Sure.
This was a decent Lock Shop. CFL, Olympics, NHL, CONCACAF for Champions League, Oilers. Lots of bases covered.
Haven't even touched the Lakers in Brooklyn tonight.
Oh, we haven't touched that one yet.
What
do we got for that one?
Take a spin around the NBA. I think 10 games or...
Oh, and then Ian, yeah. Remember yesterday was Dusty's fault. Nothing got done. And he tried to stop the show again with the top host in the studio. That's what was said there. Dusty had to just go off on Trey Ford yesterday. Oh, Hernan's there. I thought Dusty was running in as soon as I said something there. What do we got for the Lakers? They're in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You got the Lakers minus 370. Actually, it's going to be interesting where James Harden goes. That's the big story right now is where's he's going to pass it because the trade deadline's next Thursday.
Hampton Steve wanted us to discuss this morning, and we didn't even bring it up.
No?
He kept pounding the door, and we didn't let him in.
Quickly, who does Liverpool got this upcoming weekend?
City.
Oh!
And I kind of like it.
Ooh, at home too.
Kind of like it.
At Anfield.
City they've been floundering as of late, and Liverpool seem to have been finding their boots. So
United, Tottenham. United a favorite. It's rare to see them as a favorite.
At home?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you everyone for tuning into the Lock Shop presented by Playa Alberta. We got 2 guys in a goalie coming up. Trev with Gager and Cass. We got EST Afternoons with Hernan Salas, Walking Gage and Koo. We got the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. We got the G-Cell Diesel Ulstrom pre- and post-game shows with Tommy and Benny Guinea, except for Oilers and Leaf. I'm going to send as much of this I can to Play Alberta, see what they can get up there. We also still have the Screw It Let's Do It parlay coming up, the Jays Play of the Day, as well as the Grandest parlay. We thank you all very much for tuning in to the Lock Shop presented by Play Alberta on behalf of Lieutenant Eric, Hernan Salas, and Matty Iwanyk. Thanks again. 2 guys in goalie coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.